The question is the motion be agreed to.
Mr Speaker.
Andrew Little.
Oh, very good. Mr Speaker, I want to credit Paula Bennett for something. There is a proposition she made in her speech that I agree with, that New Zealand is a beautiful country. We have great natural assets and great natural beauty, and that is the reason why a lot of people love living here, and it's why a lot of people come here. We are a great country. We are part of the developed world, and we are not poor, and we can celebrate that, and we should. This should be a great country for everyone who lives here, and whether they have been born here or whether they come here to chase their hopes and dreams, this should be a great country for everyone. But the truth is, Mr Speaker, of course, that for many, that for a growing number of people who are here, no matter how hard they work, no matter how hard they try, no matter how long they save, they cannot get ahead. They cannot live a decent life, and they cannot realise their hopes and dreams. That is the lot of far too many New Zealanders today. And it's not good enough for the Prime Minister to stand here and say, 8 years into the government, we have prospects. We have prospects. Really? That's as good as it gets? We might have prospects? They've been saying that for 8 years. Mr Speaker, this government has lost touch. They don't know what's going on. That's why their priority is to track down lost luggage. That's what they care about. As New Zealanders struggle to own their own home, as New Zealanders struggle to get a pay increase and get ahead in life, they're worried about lost luggage. The housing crisis, Mr Speaker, is out of control. We had a nationwide average increase in the house price last year of 26%. That is ridiculous. When inflation, when CPI is running at below 2%. Now, Nick Smith, of course, objects, because he objects to everything, because he doesn't know what he's doing, because he is the world's worst Minister of Housing. Once upon a time, I would have said the worst in the Commonwealth, but I have to say now he has surpassed. When it comes to the Olympics of government, he is the world's worst housing minister. We have now an average Auckland house price of a fraction below $1 million. We have houses under $600,000 in Auckland now have gone from 78% of the market when that government took office to now just 21% of the market. And we have the government's answer to that is, of course, special housing areas. This was the panacea. This was going to fix everything. Affordable houses would be available within years. And they don't, you see, they don't care. They don't care, Mr Speaker. So special housing areas was that, well, we've blown the lid off that. 3 years into special housing areas, 154 of them created, and only a third have got to consenting stages, and only 24 have actually got completed houses on them. 154 special housing areas and only 24 with completed housing. Because the truth is, it's become a recipe for the land bankers. It's become a recipe for the land bankers. There are only 340 affordable homes amongst all the houses built in the 154 special housing areas in the last 3 years. Now, they crow about, there's 1,300 houses, or 1,268 to be precise, 1,268 houses built, but only 340 of them affordable. The truth is we know what happens when there's a lack of houses built. More people rely on renting. Rents go up. We now have overcrowded housing and we have poor quality rentals. That's why we now have to regulate the rentals. And their feeble attempt to do that is a complete waste of time. That's why it was so encouraging that today more submissions on My Healthy Homes Guarantee Bill. So encouraging to see the Mayor of Porirua, Nick Leggett, supporting the legislation and making some constructive suggestions. Doesn't matter what Nick Leggett, very positive suggestions from Porirua. But what was even more heartwarming, you see, the problem with this government, they're so out of touch, they don't think New Zealanders care about other New Zealanders. And what was very heartwarming is to see the submitters from the Paraparaumu College making their submission. Esme Goodman, Sophie Joins, Brady Woodham, Alicia Hartley and Luke Van Crandenburg making their submission because they care about New Zealanders in a way that the members opposite never, ever will.
Speaker.
But Teddy